Mandy's mommy. Why did you leave before me? You were supposed to pay my bill too. Hurry up and get back here.
First, don't call me that. My name is Julia. And what are you talking about anyway? We didn't go to that cafe together. I'd already been there for a while. You just happened to walk in later. I didn't invite you, and I definitely didn't say I'd treat you. Why would you think I'd pay your bill too?
No. What are you talking about? I was the one who went over and started talking to you at the cafe, wasn't I? In that situation, it's only natural that you treat me. Especially when you're caught in such a terrible position like that, huh?
What are you talking about?
Do I really have to say it? What you were doing at the cafe today? What if I happened to tell your husband or the other mothers at the daycare about it? I wonder what everyone would think about you then.
I don't care if you tell them I went to the cafe. Why would I?
Don't play dumb with me. I knew some people wouldn't believe me if I simply told them. So I took a picture of you doing it. So there's no way you can explain this away now, is there?
I don't care if you have a picture of me at the cafe. You can tell whoever you want. It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
Well, if you're gonna say that, that can only mean... That's it.
What?
You said you don't care one way or the other if I tell everyone about you cheating. So you must be at that stage.
Cheating?
If that's the case, it'd be okay if I take your husband, right?
What? What do you mean?
You basically said you were going to divorce in order to be with your lover, right?
No, I'm not even cheating in the first place.
Yeah. You don't have to try to hide it anymore. I saw your lover today. He's super cute. I can see why you like him.
I said I'm not cheating. That guy isn't my lover. I was having a business meeting with that guy. That's all it was.
Yeah, a lot of people use that excuse.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying. Listen to me. This whole conversation has been so one-sided so far.
Anyway, regardless, your husband's parents own their own business, don't they? And you only have a daughter, right? If I married your husband, my son would become his. And then my little Sammy could be the heir to his parents' business.
Sammy's mommy? I don't want to call you that. What's your real name?
If that's the case, I'm gonna divorce my husband right away, too.
What? Why?
Honestly, we've been talking about getting a divorce for a while now. But our income isn't very good, so getting a divorce really wouldn't be good for either of us. But if I can marry your husband, everything will be okay. I'll be marrying into wealth.
Sammy's mommy, listen to me.
Oh, and don't worry, I'll pay for my own bill at the cafe.
I said listen to me. The person you saw me having coffee with is the owner of that cafe. I'm a web designer. I was hired to update and revamp their website. I was meeting with him to discuss the web page. That's why you saw me sitting down and talking with him. We wanted to come up with a web page design that matched the atmosphere of the cafe. That's all it was. And hypothetically, if my husband and I did get a divorce, what makes you think you could just slide in and be his wife anyway? Do you think you can just skip the whole dating process? Have you not thought about that? Don't be so hasty. And I don't think he's even talked to you before, aside from maybe seeing you at the daycare a couple times. Hello? Sammy's mommy? I can't help but notice these messages I've been sending haven't been read yet. You're not doing what I think you're doing, are you? You wouldn't be that hasty, would you?
Oh, wow. I thought I felt like I was getting a lot of messages. Oh, I see what you mean.
Sammy's mommy, you finally read my messages.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were cheating with the owner of the cafe. Oh, guess I was jumping to conclusions. Well, whatever. At this point, it's all trivial.
It's not trivial. It got you talking about divorcing your husband. Don't take that lightly. You not only started talking about divorcing your husband to marry someone you didn't even know, but before that, you accused me of cheating on my husband. So, would you please just stop causing me trouble?
Yeah, about that. About me not being able to propose to someone I'm not dating yet. I'm ready to date him. I've already filled out the paperwork.
Filled out the paperwork.
What I mean is, I've had my sights set on your husband for a while now.
Pardon me?
Last year at the daycare's little barbecue, I saw your husband for the first time. Oh, it was love at first sight. After that, I tried to time picking up my son with him picking up his daughter. So I know he knows who I am. He's even said hi to me a couple times. It was at the Christmas pageant that I decided I wanted him to be mine. We sat pretty far apart, but I saw him looking at me quite a few times. I decided then that I wanted to tell him how I felt. I was just waiting for the right moment this whole time. And now is the perfect time to let him know. Thanks for helping me decide to get divorced, Mandy's mommy.
First, I said don't call me that. Second, I think you've got it wrong.
Huh.
I remember the Christmas pageant. My husband mentioned you a few times to me. He said every time he looked over that direction, Sammy's mom was staring directly at him. He asked me why. He told me it was creeping him out. I knew at that point he had no interest in you at all. So I know for a fact you're not his type.
Wait, but that's...
And one more thing. I need you to think about this really carefully. You thinking that my husband and I are getting divorced? Or that I was having an affair with the cafe owner? All of these things are huge misunderstandings that could get people in trouble. I'm going to say this clearly one more time. I'm not having an affair. That means my husband and I have no reason to get divorced. Okay?
But you're kidding. Wait, but I saw you and the cafe owner together. I think that was pretty suspicious.
I told you why, and regardless, my husband was there with me. He was sitting beside me.
Huh?
He was the one who found the job for me. He took me there and introduced me to the cafe owner. I went with my husband to the cafe. But once we started talking about web design, it's not my husband's specialty. So he moved to a different table and just enjoyed some coffee by himself. He was there waiting for me and the cafe owner to finish talking about the website.
How can that be?
How could you not see him there if you have that much of a crush on him? And as for you, I don't know anything about what's going on between you and your husband, but my husband and I have got no plans to get divorced. Got it? What I'm trying to say is it's impossible for you to marry my husband. I might have said it before, but I'll say it again just to be sure. Don't be so hasty.
It's too late for that now.
Huh?
We've already submitted the divorce papers.
What?
We've already decided on how we're splitting everything, child support and everything else. I agreed to my husband's terms based on how much I thought your husband would be making. If I can't marry your husband, I'll be totally screwed.
Oh, I take it that means he won't be paying you alimony or child support then.
You have to do something.
What? This has nothing to do with me. I barely even know you.
We're friends.
No, we're not. I've only spoken to you a few times at the daycare when picking up or dropping off my daughter. And today, you not only accused me of cheating, you told me you were planning to take my husband. All of this because of your misunderstandings, your delusions. On top of that, all of these impossible conclusions you jumped to made you run out and divorce your husband? And now you're trying to say it was my fault?
Well, it was all because you had a business meeting at a cafe. It was very misleading of you.
Misleading? I told you my husband was there too. And the meeting was at the cafe because it was about the cafe's webpage. My client is the cafe owner.
Look, I don't care about small details like that. Just do something.
You know what? I don't think you've even noticed, but you haven't once apologized to me yet. Do you think I'd ever help a person like that? I don't even want to associate with a person like you.
Hold on. I'm sorry. See, I apologized. Where's my response?
Way too late. We're finished here.
Mandy's mommy!
I don't even know what to say about that. I heard later that the reason Sammy's mommy and daddy got divorced was because Sammy's daddy found out he wasn't Sammy's real father. Sammy's mommy had been sleeping around. Even worse, Sammy's mommy has no idea who Sammy's real father is. Her husband wanted to divorce her, but she'd refused to let it happen. I guess she wouldn't sign the divorce papers back then. So with all this going on, when Sammy's mommy came home with divorce papers, her husband jumped at the chance to sign them himself and hand them in. Sammy's daddy, her ex-husband, messaged me not too long after. He told me, "Sorry for all the problems my ex caused you, but you really helped me out. Thank you so much." After that, Sammy's mommy tried to get back together with her ex-husband, but he'd already changed jobs and moved away. He basically disappeared, so she couldn't find him again. Now she's in negotiations with her lawyer to try to get the terms of her divorce changed. She's trying to get more alimony and child support. I don't know how much luck she'll have with that, seeing as she already signed the papers and finalized the divorce. I heard she's working a couple different jobs now to try to earn enough money to keep the lights on. In fact, I saw her just the other day. She looked really tired and worn out, probably from overwork.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Emily, where are you? What's the meaning of this? Why did you leave me divorce papers on the table? Did you take Amber with you? Emily, stop ignoring me. It shows my messages have been read. Reply to me.
Yeah, just calm down already. I'll reply to your question. Those divorce papers are exactly what you think they are. Their meaning is pretty self-explanatory. And yes, I took Amber with me.
That doesn't really answer my question, now does it? Where are you going? Give me the address.
I'm not telling you.
Then at least tell me why you want a divorce all of a sudden. And why did you take Amber without my permission?
Look, I'll tell you the simple answer to everything. Amber isn't your child.
What?
Amber is Robert's child.
Robert?
The guy from your university, you remember you had the same major as him? He was my old boyfriend. That Robert.
Wait, hold on. Then, We've been married for 7 years. Amber is only 6. Were you lying to me for 7 years? Have you been seeing Robert this whole time?
I don't want you to misunderstand this. Robert moved overseas 6 years ago, but there was a big going away party the night before he left. I went to his party to say goodbye, and let's just say he gave me his child that night.
Well, either way, we were married when that happened, right?
Well, that's true, but we're splitting up now, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Are you saying you plan on getting back together with Robert?
That's right. I heard Robert was really successful overseas, and now he's coming back. A long time ago, he didn't have much money. He was pretty poor, so we really couldn't get married. But now he's doing so well that if Amber and I live with him, we'll be living an even better life than we are now. And it's just better if I take Amber to live with her real father, don't you think?
Regardless, let's just have a serious talk about this before running off and doing anything crazy. That's what you do before getting married, right? So I think we should do it before getting divorced, too.
No way. No matter what anyone says, nothing is going to change.
Then at least tell me where you are.
No.
Hey!
Just submit those divorce papers right away. I'm blocking your number now. Tristan? It's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm Molly, Emily's sister. Do you remember me? Can we talk?
Oh, Molly. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I know what my sister did. I'm really sorry. I honestly don't know what to say. I feel like I should apologize for her.
You don't need to apologize to me. It's not your fault. I guess she told you all about what happened?
Yeah, that's why I contacted you. My sister told me not to tell anyone, but Amber's at my house. I'm taking care of her.
What? Really? I remember where you live. You're about an hour and a half away from me, right?
Yeah. Emily figured if she took Amber to her parents' house, it'd be easy for you to find out, seeing as I live in the same city as you. That's why she brought her here.
I see. So that's why Emily hasn't been taking Amber to her preschool since she left me. If Amber is with you, then do you know where Emily is?
She found an apartment that does month-to-month rent with no contracts. She's staying there.
Is there anything else about this whole situation you can tell me? Emily didn't tell me anything.
Emily said she's trying to fix herself up now.
Fix herself up? What does that mean?
Those were her words. I guess Robert is coming back here 2 months from now and she's trying to get as beautiful and ladylike as she can by then.
Like how?
Like going to beauty salons, getting makeovers, manicures, hair removal, you name it.
Where's she getting the money for all of that?
I guess she's using the money she saved up when she was single. She had a bunch of cash stashed at our parents' house. She probably didn't tell you about it. She figures even if she uses it all now, if she marries Robert, she'll have more money than she'll ever need. She said what she's doing now is a necessary expense, an investment for her future.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
About that, I've already talked to my parents about this. What do you think about getting a paternity test done on Amber?
You mean one of those DNA tests to see if Amber is my daughter or not?
Yes, my parents and I both think Amber looks an awful lot like you. Honestly, we think she looks more like you than she does Emily. Especially her eyes, they're exactly the same as yours.
Yeah, but Emily seemed pretty sure of herself when she told me that Robert was the father.
Yeah, but about that, we've all asked her about that, and based on what she told us, it doesn't sound like she's looked into it much at all.
Really?
Of course, we can't be sure who Amber's father is just by talking to Emily, but if we get a DNA test done, there will be no mistaking it. It's up to you what you want to do at this point. But I'm looking after Amber right now, so if you want to do a DNA test, I think now is your best chance. What do you think?
I see. I think you're right. Frankly, I think Amber looks a lot like me too. So even if Emily says Amber's not my daughter, I just can't believe it. I need to know for sure.
Okay, then let's choose a date and a place to get this done. I'll make sure my sister doesn't find out about it, and I'll bring Amber with me.
Okay, thank you so much. As soon as I figure out what day I can take off work, I'll let you know.
Oh, hold on a second.
Sure, what is it?
Amber said she wants to send you some messages too. I'll write what she says.
Amber's right there?
Yeah, I'll help her read any words she has trouble with, so don't worry.
Okay.
Daddy, it's Amber.
Hi, sweetie, it's Daddy.
I don't want to be with Mommy. I like Daddy. I want Daddy's omelets for breakfast.
I know, sweetie. I'm gonna make omelets for you as soon as I can. We're gonna see each other real soon.
Okay, I'm waiting. Tristan, it's Molly again.
Thanks for letting me talk to Amber.
If you want to see Amber, just message me first. I don't think coming here to see her is safe. Emily could show up unexpectedly, but I can take Amber somewhere to see you and make sure Emily doesn't find out.
Thank you. Thanks for everything, and I hope Amber doesn't cause you any trouble while she's with you.
Tristan, what is this about? Where did this DNA report come from?
Oh, did you get it?
I got it and looked at it. That's why I'm messaging you.
Good. Then you know why I took Amber back.
What are you talking about? Do you think I'm going to hand over Robert's and my child to some stranger?
Did you even look at the results of that DNA test?
I saw it. You just don't want to get divorced, so you faked this stupid document. Did you seriously think you could fool me with this?
That test was real. I don't care if you believe it or not.
Huh?
And it's exactly as the results show. I'm Amber's real father. Just in case, we sent the samples to 3 different labs and all test results came back the same. These tests will hold up in any court.
You've got to be lying. Just look at her. She's beautiful. That means Robert has to be the father because he's better looking than you. There's no way she's yours. You're too plain.
That's what you based everything on? Amber is beautiful, so a handsome guy must be the father? Look at each of her features. Her eyes, her ears, her nose. She's got all the best features of both of us. She's my daughter, and that's why I'm going to raise her.
No, you're not. I don't care what the tests show. I'm still her mother. I'm not letting you have her. Besides, the mother is always going to win when there's a custody dispute. That's just a fact. Didn't you know that?
That would be true if you had done anything to raise her.
Huh?
You didn't do anything. The court will look at who's been doing what. I got her ready for preschool every day. I picked her up and dropped her off. I prepared all her meals. I did the laundry, the cleaning. You did nothing. If the court looks at our daily routines, they'll see I'm the one who does everything for Amber.
But
And besides, after you left me and took Amber, who's been looking after her? Not you. You left her with your sister. You took her from me and then abandoned her.
huh? So it was Molly. She betrayed me.
She was never on your side, not even from the start.
I can't believe this.
Oh, and one more thing. I got in touch with Robert overseas.
What? How could you get his contact information overseas? I don't even have that.
I got in touch with some of my friends from university. I found a person that still keeps in touch with him. They contacted Robert, and Robert contacted me 3 days ago.
Huh?
I know everything now. I can't believe you're so stupid. You heard from someone that Robert's coming back here, and you started going crazy without getting any details.
What do you mean I went crazy? I was getting ready to marry him.
You were right, kind of. Robert is coming back here the week after next. But he's coming here with his wife and his son.
What?
When I mentioned you, he had no idea that you and I were married. Even when you met him before he left to go overseas, you didn't tell him you were married. He thought you were single. That's why he spent the night with you. It was his last night here and you threw yourself at him, so he didn't resist. When I told him we were married, he was shocked. He couldn't stop apologizing to me.
Wait, but Robert is married?
That's right.
I can't believe this.
And he's not coming back to America. He's coming back for a visit. He's only going to be here for 2 weeks before he goes back overseas, where he lives with his family.
What? Is this true? So are you saying I can't marry Robert? And Amber isn't his child? Then why did I divorce you?
I don't know. Either way, I didn't submit the papers before, but we're definitely getting divorced now.
No, hold on. Let's not. Look, we have no reason to break up anymore, right?
Why not?
Because Amber is our child. We can just go back to our lives as if nothing happened, right? Right?
Like hell we can. I'll tell you what. Make the divorce easy for me and I won't sue you for compensation money for cheating on me. How about this? If you give me full custody of Amber and I don't have to split my assets with you, we'll call it even.
Huh?
However, I'm still gonna make you pay me child support. We'll discuss the amount later. I'll be in touch in a few days.
Just wait.
I'll have my lawyer contact you.
No, please, don't do this. Let's just have a serious talk about this before running off and doing anything crazy. Please, I'm begging you. Don't ignore me.
Based on how the conversation was going, I assumed Emily would drag out the divorce process and make it complicated for me. However, Molly and her parents started ripping into Emily for what she'd done and how irresponsible she'd been. With their help, I was able to get the divorce finalized fairly quickly. This whole issue was caused because Emily heard about Robert's success overseas and got carried away. She didn't even check to see if what she heard was true or not or get any important details. Everything about Robert returning to the US and Amber being his child or whether he was single or not. She didn't try to verify any of it and just assumed everything would work out the way she dreamed. She wanted things to be slightly better than they were already, but instead she ended up losing everything she had. I guess, in the end, Emily started to think about what was best for her daughter, because she paid me all of the child support that she was supposed to. I can only hope that Emily learns something from this whole experience, and I pray that she won't be so shallow again in the future.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.